Yo, what is up, everybody? I am Jesse Goku, also known as also El Rey de Mexico, King Mexico, and we are back with another Geeks podcast. It is April 16, 2021, and always joining me is the man with the plan, the people's champion, Jace.
My John Cena shoulder straps.
Mm-hmm. Also joining us is the next big thing, the Ayatollah of rock and roller, Sonic.
Heyo.
And also joining us is the one, the only, you can only find her here on this channel exclusively, SJ.
Yeah, she signed a contract.
That sounded like
half-assed. We will make her sign a contract
until I sign any other contracts.
And also joining us, it's the man without limits, the man himself, the one, the only, the champion of the people, the chosen one, Knightmage.
Man, like every time these introductions get better and better.
He's really good at it.
That's what he does.
You were really good at it.
Like, I thought forgot your name.
Paul Heyman was great, but you gotta
give it a you gotta pause. Yeah. So like I just take the wrestling promos and I'm just like, allow me to introduce myself. I am the advocate for the reigning, defending, undisputed, terrorizing, tanking, juggernauting man with the plan who runs the head of the table himself, Knightmage.
Yes.
There you go. The jet wheelie dealing.
You must bask in his
glory.
glory, for he is limitless.
You say that as I stare at my Keith Lee. As I stare at the Keith Lee elite, I have right in my.
I bought two of them. I bought one to
white
take out of the box and one to keep in the box.
Did you get the
I missed him so much. I missed him.
I don't know what he's dealing with right now. Apparently, he's like a health issue. So
yeah, I think
hopefully he's okay.
I think it's some COVID issues, but yeah,
hopefully he'll be okay. Hopefully he comes back.
All right, just a quick before we go into the podcast. I know we're on a time limit with but before we begin, later on in the show, we will be announcing how you have Resident Evil 8 on the PlayStation 4.
The upcoming Resident Evil 8.
Yeah. We'll be announcing how you can win. It's actually going to be pretty simple. It's going to be absolutely free. You don't have to buy a raffle. You don't have to do anything.
8.
Resident Evil 8.
Yes, there's an 8th one coming out
for the PlayStation 4.
But you said for PlayStation 4.
Yes, for PlayStation 4.
Why the 4?
Ooh.
Because not everybody has a 5.
No one has a 5.
No one has a 5.
Touche.
You give a game they can't use. It's a nice coaster.
And people that play...
However,
on
there is a thing. If you do want to play it on PS, if you do have a PS5, I think it comes with an upgrade, maybe. So you win anyway.
I think it's $10 to upgrade if you get the disc.
Tony Hawk, they did that same thing. You pay $10 to upgrade. I'm like, that's stupid. Yeah, Crash 4, you could.
So now I have to pay like an extra fee to upgrade games for this device we don't have yet.
Some games,
not some games. If you buy digitally, you automatically get both.
See, this is why I'm not a hardcore gamer. That's just bullshit.
It's always a scheme.
It is a scheme. I can't do this.
You just want your money?
I can't do this.
Like some kind of company?
I mean,
right?
No.
Don't understand.
SJ, do you have an iPhone?
No.
An old iPhone. It's a 7.
Oh.
Where is it? There it is. I have like so much less camera space.
Oh.
Who has iPhone?
Great if you're above the... iPhone is great if you're 35 and up.
Ow.
No, I take that back. That was great. That was the case 10 years ago. If you're 45 and up, my bad.
Okay. I got you.
Are you saying that no new people buy iPhones? It's just old.
I got a few years ago.
No, because iPhone is great if you're not very technology savvy, if you are like, it's like PC and Apple, it's like, people that kind of know what to do with, and like, it's kind of like, you got to be more tech savvy. You got to kind of know what you're doing more.
I'll give you that, actually. I think I'll agree with you on that one, actually.
Apple's I've had an iPhone. It's very simple. Like, it's very, very, even though Android is sometimes easier to use, Apple is just it's like, it's supposed to be simple and make it easier for people that don't want to go through the learning curve of having to deal with brand new technology.
Either Sonic froze or
Sonic's not frozen. He's blinking.
He's proving a point. That's what he's doing.
He has an iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for lowering my self-esteem more, Goku. Thank you for that.
No, I'm
self-esteem.
I didn't mean it like that.
There.
But
Quick, SJ, insult Goku.
No, not you. You're different. But then again, Apple also means like,
you already insulted me.
People,
how? Like I am simple because I am simple. I don't understand technology.
That's
I
why
can barely go on the internet without getting shit downloaded by accident.
Jesus, this feels like Monday all over again. Damn it, Goku.
All right,
mother. Listen here, you piece of shit.
At least you know your flaws.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm all flaws.
You won't do anything about them, but you do know them.
To be fair, the iPhone was my first smartphone, and then I tried a couple of Androids I had were like really laggy for some reason, and I was like, "Wow, this freezes a lot." And then I don't know, it's just a lot of reasons.
Yeah, I need to upgrade mine. I think it's about time.
I only wanted an iPhone because it was expensive and everybody had one, but then I realized I'm poor.
Oh, that's why they have them.
And so, like, that's why I always had like not Metro.
Oh boy, that hurt my ears.
Why does your mic do that?
Yeah, your mic does that a lot lately.
What?
It's like your voice just booms. Yeah, like your gain just like went out of control.
Yeah,
I can turn it down.
I think it's the mic.
He's like, let me make this clear.
Well, I try to talk louder whenever I'm eating. That's why.
It's the mic that jumps. It's not you.
Oh, okay. Well,
don't.
It could just be the USB cable.
Possibly.
Because I have the same mic as y'all.
Mm-hmm. So tonight's show is about... Let's get this train back on track.
iPhone versus Android.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean Godzilla versus Kong, right?
Right.
The same.
Okay. Did it get louder?
The same thing.
Oh no. There it goes. Okay, I turned it down. It was about halfway.
One is a thick boy. The other is a monkey.
One is poor. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, Godzilla vs. Kong? Right. So there is a spoiler warning for Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah. Okay.
There is a spoiler in effect for Godzilla vs. Kong. So if you haven't seen the movies, you have been warned.
Rise.
You know, you probably should have seen the movie before you watch this podcast. And these podcasts,
yeah.
If you have seen it, give us your terrible opinions in the comments.
right? No,
why have you terrible?
Oh, I don't only want to hear the bad takes. I don't want to hear good takes.
So
it's a quality movie. Hey, get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Give us some juicy details.
I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. Oh, yeah, thanks for your controversial opinion.
I mean, okay, so
it's a bad game. It's a 7.
What did you think of the movie? Who
are you asking?
We're going right into it. Okay. Yeah, we're going right into it.
Well, I mean, we were going to ask you about what your thoughts were about WrestleMania.
Well,
probably
that's a whole another discussion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, actually, I think Night 1 was vastly better than Night 2.
Yeah.
Night 1 was superb. I love Night 1. Night 2 had its ups and downs, but
the main event was awesome though. Night 2.
Yeah. The main event was awesome. I was a little bit hesitant with Daniel Bryan being the third man, but it actually turned out really well. So I was actually happy with that.
It delivered.
But you know what? All in all, I think it was enjoyable. All in all, it was enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I had to. I do agree. The first night was definitely much better. I think what happened was, it's just that there were 2 matches specifically that people watching like. Okay, not gonna lie, I didn't give it crap about the women's tag team gauntlet.
Who didn't?
But it was
kind of trash anyway. It wasn't that good.
The match was better than they had like pushed it. Like the problem with this is they didn't build up any of the matches, and then I finally saw the tag team match for the women's tag team belts, and I was just like,
meh. Yeah, that's pretty much.
And like that's not because I think women's wrestling is boring. That's just because I was just really fucking tired. at the time. But also like the opening fight, when I watched that and it ended the way it ended, I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really bad for Night 2. Well,
I think that ending is what really like had already left everybody like in a bad mood. Like,
if anything, that should not have opened the show. That should have been like in the middle.
And I
don't think even putting it in the middle would have saved the show.
No,
but
it was a sinking ship.
It was a sinking ship.
Well, ironically, there was a ship in the stage.
Yeah.
Well, wrestling is not. This isn't like a movie. I mean, everybody already knows. The Fiend lost to Randy Orton in 6 minutes.
To one RKO, by the way.
So Fiend goes in there and he's serving up heaping hot ass whoopings to Randy Orton. He's beating his ass like he snitched. And then Randy Orton just hits him once.
That should have been a cinematic match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think because they were in the front of a live crowd, they weren't able to do it. Kind of like last year. I mean, they were able to do it. I feel like now they probably could if they want to go back to it, but we'll see.
Right. No, I mean,
just set them on fire for real.
I am really pissed off right now with WWE.
The rain is gonna fucking.
I'm so happy that Lashley won. I jumped out of my chair when Lashley won. And
he deserves it.
Too early to take the title.
He absolutely deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
Too early to take the title.
I've been a Bobby Lashley fan since ECW, believe it or not. And I was going to use his thing for you, by the way, and I let it slip. So I actually had a better intro for you. I was actually going to call you the Almighty Walking Armageddon.
Nice.
The God of Destruction.
That is like one of my number one songs on my playlist, my workout playlist. Like, I love his theme. His theme just pumps me up. Like, the Almighty. Oh my God, he's so. I love him.
He was so good in Impact, and he was one of the reasons why I kept watching Impact.
I
take that back. He was the only reason why I watched Impact.
Yeah, okay. All
right. Because Alberto El Patron isn't that good.
You mean Alberto Del Dipshit?
Alberto Del in jail.
Yeah, Alberto Del Dipshit.
Yeah.
Well,
Del Taco.
We wanted to get your thoughts on WrestleMania.
Such a waste.
It is such a waste. He's such a waste of potential, and he's got good looks. He's got some charisma. He's got the talent, but he just has to be. He has to go and be a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's on him.
A shame.
I think that's the problem though with WWE is they're just trying to find the next Eddie Guerrero, and every time they try to find that next Eddie Guerrero, it just isn't going to work.
No, because to be honest with you, it took a long time for Eddie Guerrero to find his niche. You know what I mean? Like he was great in WCW, in the cruiserweight division. That was phenomenal. But it wasn't until he developed that whole persona in WWE that people gravitated towards him. You know what I mean? It was just something about him. He actually, you could see his confidence, and it took a while for him to get that. So yeah, you're not going to be able to duplicate Eddie Guerrero. That's not going to happen.
No, right. Eddie Guerrero's entire persona is actually what helped me come up with my character, King Mexico. Because I'm always talking about committing crimes and doing all this shit, and
only half his stories are true.
Yeah, no.
You're a criminal.
That's not true. Unfortunately, that is not the case.
He's not a very good criminal.
He's not a very good criminal.
Right? Yes. So Walmart, if you're listening, he's right. Right there, it's all bullshit.
No, those cameras are true.
No, I paid for them. I don't know. It's not my fault that the PlayStation rang up as a fucking zucchini.
Yeah, or a tomato.
How many times have you done that?
Never. You know how many times?
Allegedly.
So I have purchased the same item, like a shirt. I'll get 3, but I only scan 2. But in the camera, it looks like I scanned all 3.
All right. First of all, you're terrible at this because you're telling the world exactly what you like.
Okay,
what?
No, I haven't done that in years though. I can't do that anymore because Can't risk going to jail. I can't risk going to jail.
Right.
But I'm talking about back in the day.
Back in the day.
Oh, I don't know how that got there. I must have missed it by accident.
2 days ago. Yeah.
Back in the day, and that's how. And I noticed that's how a lot of teenagers work. You say, "Hey, man, remember that shit you did 2 weeks ago? That was a long time ago. Why are you bringing up old shit?"
I'm a different person now.
I'm a different person.
Like, yeah, the fuck, right?
I found Jesus. I mean, Jesus. Right. He was behind the store.
All right, calm down, Anime Matsuri. Anyways,
oh my god.
So we wanted to get your thoughts on WrestleMania just a bit. We know not everybody on the channel is a wrestling fan, but we are.
Also, this is also an opportunity for you people who don't want to get spoiled. You were giving you a chance.
That's right. We were giving you an opportunity to. Did I change the banner?
A little bit.
I did. No, did I not? Here we go. Aha! Spoiler warning for Godzilla versus Kong. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. All right, so first off, let's just get it out of the way. What are your thoughts? Like, just a few words, and what is your rating on a scale of 1 to 10?
All right. My thoughts. All right, so I'm just going to give my rating first off. My rating is going to be an overall 8 out of 10. All right. The action was great. It was very fast paced. They left out a lot of the human element, which was the down points of all the other previous movies. And it just went straight into it. However, that was kind of a fault because it felt rushed. It really, like, the story felt rushed. I almost feel like they could have did another movie in between this to connect it. I would have loved to see, I know they cut out a lot of parts to it. Like, I would have loved to see Ken Watanabe, his son's arc. Like, what's his motivation for joining Apex? You know what I mean? I would love to see that. The ending, it just, to me, it was just very abrupt. Like, I love the ending, but it was just, showing Kong there and Hollow Earth. Like, I would have loved to see at least like something with Godzilla. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it just abruptly stopped. But overall, I think it was very enjoyable. It was kind of like that summer blockbuster. You just go for action and not so much story. So yeah, overall 8 out of 10. It was good. It was good.
Right. So there are some. I really do believe that Kong got screwed in this movie.
Oh, he got his ass kicked.
He got his ass kicked, but he got screwed. Like, they fucking short cheated this man.
What, this movie was basically like the second Kong movie. This followed Kong, and Godzilla showed up to blow holes in the ground.
Yeah, for real. He was cyborg. I'm surprised they didn't give him some kind of some superpower where he could like add money to people's accounts or some shit.
Hashtag release the nude cat.
Like, for real, no, but I feel like Kong got fucked over, dude. And I'll get into why. I watched this.
You got like the short end of the stick. Yeah.
He really did. They fucked him over. They're like, oh, and then like, so in the beginning, they're like, oh, Kong's just like, he's just walking, strolling. I'm gonna take a bath. First off, he starts the movie off by like rinsing himself. You nasty ass cosplayers to go to these cons and look at deodorant like kryptonite. You could take a lesson from an ape.
First thing you did in the morning, take a shower. You sickos.
Take a shower, bitches.
Take a shower.
He's
not even trying to impress anybody. He just
this man wiped between his butt cheeks because he knew he took a shit earlier. Like, so, and then like Kong is so fucking smart, dude. My dumb ass would have been like, "Oh, everything seems normal," but he grabbed a tree and tore that shit apart and chunked it at the wall. Like he knew he was in jail.
Yeah,
that's how I know. Like,
he's on house arrest.
He's this man was in jail. He threw that shit. Like,
what you got?
And you know what? This is fucked up because Kong's innocent and he's already in jail.
What you got?
It's an allegory for he's black.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a person of color.
He is. No, but I was gonna say when you mentioned how it started with the dome, that was another thing.
Well, wait, what about Godzilla?
Because remember, Godzilla showed up for like 20 minutes into the movie.
Godzilla's an allegory for natural pollution and how you treat the world.
Look, we're not talking about that Geico selling lizard, okay?
That's his little brother. Leave his little brother alone. He did nothing to you.
When I want car insurance, I'll call Godzilla.
Geico versus Great Ape.
No, I was gonna say that was another thing. So it seemed like all the other movies were kind of grounded, right? But as soon as we get to this one, it's like we have all this futuristic tech. Like it just seems like, and there was only probably a 5-year gap between the last Godzilla movie and this one, but it just seems like technology was just, that kind of threw me off. Like, there's no way they should have had that dome, the technology to have that dome to trap Kong in. No. The technology to be able to travel to Hollow Earth, it just from the time when we last saw the movies, it was just too much of a jump. And that's what I'm saying. It just seemed like there should have been a movie in between this to fill in those type of gaps,
or a bigger time skip.
Well,
I was just about to say some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, right, but it's also similar to like the original Godzilla movies. They're like, oh, it's the year 1999 on the moon now, and it's like, what?
They got a little too
happen?
Too predictable. When did that happen? They got carried away with the prediction.
They got way too excited about that.
We have to introduce a robot Godzilla somehow. We can't do that without living on the moon, using moon space science.
Exactly.
There's aliens now. This one dude turns into a giant Power Ranger.
See, where's the spoiler to the baby? Where's the spoiler to the new baby Mothra? Where's that?
Where's they'll wait for the contract to get renewed before they do that.
Right. Well, they had a teaser for that, didn't they?
It was at the end of the King of Monsters one.
Monsters. They're like, is there a second one? And it's like one of those tabloid things. It's like, let's actually see the second one. Yes.
No, they had the second one in storage just in case Kong and Godzilla didn't team up. They put Mothra. Then like, Mothra, how do you know that name?
Mecha Godzilla looked like someone. They took the design from the Dragon Zord from the Ninja Power Rangers, the red dragon that flows through the skies, and they
Dragon Zord looks better. It's like, Mom, can I get Dragon Zord? But we have Dragon Zord at home, and then they show that Mecha Godzilla.
We have Dragon Zord at home. I will say though, no matter what, I will give Warner Brothers huge kudos for casting the actress that they did as the deaf kid, and actually casting a deaf actress. And that was
Texas.
That was pretty awesome. Oh, really?
That was probably
I think she's from Houston.
He was probably my favorite human character in the entire movie.
I agree. I did not mind her at all. Like, whenever she was on and communicating with Kong, like, I was really digging that.
What is the name of the
only
time? Sorry to interrupt, but what is the name of the other girl? The other girl,
Millie Bobby Brown.
11, the one from
Seven.
Millie
11.
Bobby
It's 11.
7-11, whatever.
Yeah, her last name is. When I saw her there, I was like, God damn it, this isn't Stranger Things. Get her off the fucking screen.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
I was going to say the actress's actual name or the character name?
No,
her actual her actual real life.
What was her character's name?
I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
I don't know it because I didn't care.
Only one who's going to know is SJ because she pays attention to that kind of thing.
Thank you.
But they didn't really say her name a lot in the movie either.
Yes, they did.
They said your blank's daughter.
Yeah, they said that.
Your director Russell's daughter, Madison Russell, Maddie. They say her name all the time. It was some other characters they didn't say.
Yeah, but like her being in it, you can tell like her being in the movie. It's more of a We need the star power. Because there are characters in there, they could have, like, the movie should have been 30 minutes longer, honestly. Because there are characters in there that they hyped up that they did absolutely nothing with. Like, what's his name? Son. The guy who's like, let them fight. You know, that guy.
Yeah.
His son. They built, like, I watched.
Oh, I thought he was a brother.
Dangerville. No, he's a son.
No, it was a son.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was watching Dangerville, and they were hyping up, like, how this character was going to be so he was going to be a major part of the entire story. He got like 5 lines.
Yeah, I guess there is
I hate when they do that.
A director's cut where they cut a lot of people's lines, and he was one of them. Like, he was one that really got cut down.
I want the Snyder cut.
I want the Snyder cut.
Release the Snyder cut. Release the Snyder cut.
I wouldn't mind a 4-hour Kong versus Godzilla movie if it goes more in depth.
Right.
I would. I want to see just big stupid things fight.
And like,
not stupid.
There are some pro and cons of this movie. Like I said in our spoiler-free review, this isn't going to be like a cinematic masterpiece. You're not going to get like some kind of epic Inception, Wolf on Wall Street, like Avengers level storyline.
Why
because
not?
The main characters are a giant lizard and a
like,
giant monkey.
A giant monkey versus a talking versus a radioactive lizard.
The reason is they tried it in the first Godzilla movie and everyone fucking hated it. They tried to give you reasons to care about the human characters. They're like, this is stupid. We want to see the giant things fight.
I don't think it's that. I think people also found it weird. People were like, weren't these 2 siblings in the last movie they were in together? And now they have a kid.
That's a lot of fish.
It's a lot of fish.
That's the thing. No one wants to see the human element. No one wants to see the human element. Like,
I don't
people just want to see
Not necessarily.
giant monsters fight.
For real, I'm like, listen, man. I came to see. It's like a boxing fight, you know. Like when you come to see a UFC fight or a boxing fight, you come to see the fight, not see the announcers.
Yeah, unless Joe Rogan, he can just talk about DMT.
No, agree. That's fine. I see why you still can't make something because, like we said, I forget the actress's name, but Gia, her character was like the best human character of the entire movie, and she doesn't say anything. I mean, like Shape of Water was pretty good. I mean, it has like issues, but again, you can tell a good story without actually like talking all the freaking time. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even though like you can't actually like speak, you could have still come with a story for them that was like believable and real. And again, you can still have the badass monster fights, and still the rest of us that like we like the monsters, don't kill the monsters, you know, can still have our heartstrings like ripped out of our chests.
Knightmage got this.
What do I know?
That worked because it made Kong sympathetic. Like if you didn't have that kid there, I'm gonna be honest, probably no one would actually sympathize with Kong, and it'd be like, I don't know, but Kong's
Kong's the baby face.
Kong is the baby face. Yeah, but no, he just, his motivation just wouldn't be there. His motivation is that kid. So without her, you know, she's the replacement for the damsel in distress and all the other King Kong adaptations.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So that's that. With Godzilla, we've already established that he understands his role as protector. He understands that he's the king and anything else is a threat. We've already established that. So now we had to have something to make actually us feel for Kong, and that's what that little girl's role was. So yeah, that's why she fit. But that's the reason she's the only one that fit.
Yeah.
Right. No,
exactly.
No, she's very vital. She's very important, and she didn't get like a lot of. I don't think she was more. I don't see her as the damsel in distress. I see her as the, like as you said, like as the human connection. That the thing that makes us bond to Kong's character and makes us more sympathetic towards him, because Kong just wanted to be home. He didn't want to be out there. He's like, listen, man, this is y'all's fight. I heard the alpha call. I could just imagine like King of the Monsters, Ghidorah's calling all the monsters. Here they come. Here they come walking. Like, damn.
But like that.
I could Kong sitting on the island. He's just sitting there. He hears, "Goff, you dirty wine." Why did I make him British?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Why did you make it British?
I don't know, but
not even a good British.
Shut up. I wasn't trying.
It's like you went to Australia and British.
Yeah, no, but like Kong just doesn't give it because there's a graphic novel that ties in the movies, and like Kong, it says that Kong has heard the calls before, but he doesn't care. Like nobody tells him what to do. He's like, listen, man,
I ain't swimming that damn far. Come get me.
No, the Kong's mentality is that, okay, listen, homeboy, you don't put food on my plate. You ain't telling me what to do.
Right.
No, because that is the mentality.
The line in the movie, Kong doesn't bow to anyone. He will get the shit kicked out of him though, because he's stubborn.
Yeah, but no, I mean he didn't bow to him.
They were right. But he did throw his weapon down because he did get up again. And I mean, technically, out of the two out of the three rounds did go to my man G. So
I still call bullshit though.
What?
I still call bullshit, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Once we get to that part of the movie, I'll tell you why. Because there's some big fucking issues with the movie that I realized after our review. But since it was a spoiler-free review, I couldn't share them anyway. But
yeah, I just rewatched it. I was trying to do a whole marathon of all the movies, but since I've been up all night, I was going to take an hour nap, so I didn't get to do my marathon.
So
that's called going to sleep.
Well, I call bullshit when Godzilla shoots his atomic breath through the earth and it goes all the way down to hollow earth. I'm like, you mean to tell me that this overgrown lizard could feel or hear the call from hollow earth, but he couldn't tell King Kong was like 600 miles away?
Well, he felt the energy from the X going in activated a bunch of shit, and Godzilla can feel that. That's what he can feel.
I call shenanigans.
And he did well, no, and they even said that, like, that's why the route they took was not in Godzilla's territory, so that it would avoid Godzilla. But then, movie magic, all of a sudden, Godzilla realized Kong was like technically in his backyard and was like, "Bitch, what the fuck are you doing in my territory?" And it's like, "We're not." What the fuck?
Down.
Also, how the hell?
What are the odds that the
straight
down that Godzilla fired at was where Kong was going to be? I mean, you could have just been straight down and like 1,000 miles over. What are the damn odds that directly
the tectonic plate shifting and the shifting of gravity?
I think they're just thinking of hollow Earth. When you think of hollow Earth, you just think of the center of the Earth,
right?
You know what I mean? And I think they're just kind of simplifying it like that. So if no matter where Godzilla is, if you just shoot straight down.
Plus, I think the temple is the center of the hollow earth.
It's in the center core.
I didn't question that as much as I questioned where the fuck did the sunlight come from.
Thank you. That's what I was just about to say. How is there light there? Like, what?
Boy, CinemaSin's gonna have a field day with this movie, huh?
Yeah, like,
can't wait for that.
I'm like, how do y'all have sunlight and who's paying the electric bill down here?
Who's paying the electric bill?
Y'all remember the Ninja Turtles episode, the Earth's Core? Do you remember that episode way back in the original where they had Really? You guys don't remember that episode?
I never watched. I don't watch the original.
Go find it. It's called Turtles at the Earth's Core. It's the same. It's the same. There's light in there. I think they said it was because of some crystal, but again, that was like 80s cartoon logic.
Yeah, and 80s cartoon logic.
I'm using it like that.
80s cartoon logic. If you're in a room
is it
that's
better
pitch
or
black,
worse than today's movie?
No, it's worse because in an 80s cartoon, when you're in a room that's pitch black, we can still see your eyes.
Right.
Like they're flashlights or something.
Yeah.
So, no, but like that was my biggest question. Like, where the hell is this light coming from? Aren't they in the center of the... Is that the sun?
It's the inner core. It could be like magma reflecting off of things because there is like lava or probably down there. I don't know.
If that were the case, it would generate light. It would be too hot for humans to live down there.
Well, they're like right next to the damn thing.
But also, again, this is one of those movies where you're not supposed to think of that.
You know
Yeah,
what?
don't overthink it.
Release the Snyder Cut.
Common sense for some of us.
Snyder Cut, 4 hours long. You get into all the backstory of all these other characters and the inside of the core. There's no fucking light. It's just darkness. You don't see shit. How'd you like that? An hour of traveling in complete darkness. Except for one flashlight from the damn ship.
They were saying something. No, I think they said something like, because I literally just watched it. They said something about like, it's similar to like how the sun heats the earth, the energy in Hollow Earth does whatever it does for Hollow Earth.
Right.
But I take the movie for like the facts that it gives me. So
there are shadows. So there is a light source.
You literally just took the phrase, "It is what it is," and just complicated it.
It's basically it's like trying to write. It's like writing an essay, and you need a certain amount of words.
A wizard did it.
Yeah.
It's like that. Literally, it's literally like that episode of Johnny Bravo where he wins that competition. I like your product very, 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 very for like 10 pages straight. Very, 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 very much. Then he wins.
Yep.
That is exactly how you just described the situation.
Thank you. Here's the other question here's the other question that I want to get into super quick. How come the MacGuffin is this vehicle that can one of the MacGuffins is the vehicle that can survive gravitational inversion, like a complete reverse of gravity, and yet constant like fucking Mr. Miyagi with the chopsticks and the fly, crush it and can crush it in his bare hands. Explain that to me.
Because those people they owed him money.
They use inertial dampers, which create their own internal gravity, which allows them to easily switch back and forth. Kong, big, strong monkey.
Big monkey.
That still doesn't make any sense. Because
that's all you need to know.
That still doesn't make any sense because they said the ships are capable of powering Las Vegas for a fucking week. I don't know if you realize this.
Week.
Goku monkey.
They have a ship that has the power to do that.
Maybe
they can't get that fucking robot to last more than 10
had
seconds.
Some say in armor.
So basically,
I'd be like, okay, that makes sense.
So basically,
Kong survived that trip all by his fucking self.
Big
like
strong
they survived it and they survived it. So shouldn't it be like? I don't know.
I think that guy's brother was just a really bad pilot.
I'll be back.
I would have been if I were Kong. I would have been like, if I were Kong, I would have looked at all of them like, "What do you mean? You think I know where this is placed? Just because I'm a kaiju, I'm a titan. We all know all of a sudden where the Hollow Earth is. You do realize I was born on an island, right?"
He gets there. Oh, there it is. Your assumption was correct.
Well, no, they said it was because they gave the theory of like in whatever it is, like salmon and stuff. They just instinctually know what to do and where to go.
It's a dog whistle, pretty much.
It's like knowing where north is.
Shit, I don't even know where.
That way.
Yeah, I know. Like for real. Like you ever feel like
it's like a cat going to cat litter.
You ever feel whenever you're driving or you're going north, it feels like you're actually going up, but when you're going south, it kind of feels like you're going down. You ever felt like that kind of way? Like you can kind of tell where north and south are.
North. That's
I don't know.
North and south. That's gravity.
Again. The whole hollow Earth thing.
Sonic, when did
listen,
Sorry, COVID.
It's a good theory, but it seemed like I know Kong is intelligent and his ancestors were probably intelligent, but they crafted this temple. They built this temple, and they built it so like you put your palm print on it, and it activates this, and
that was pretty funny though.
It's just too much.
The palm print was hilarious because it wasn't magic. It was literally, he's gonna put his hand there, it's gonna magically do it. No, he put his hand there and just fucking pushed the door open. It was just a push door. That's what that sign meant.
No, and I agree. I agree with Knightmage. It's just like too much and too little time, and they should add another movie. Like, cause there's literally one scene where he's just scratching his ass right before he takes a shower.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Wouldn't you want to scratch your ass before taking a shower?
Yeah.
Honestly, if there was like a maybe an after credit scene or a scene that showed like aliens came kind of like with the pyramids. Like aliens came and helped them build this temple and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, cool. But then you also now set up for future movies if you want to do all the other monsters that actually come from space, like
Destroyer.
No, you didn't see the after credit scene where this where Samuel Jackson shows up and he talks to Kong. I'm here about the Avengers. I'm here about the kaiju. I'm here about the Jaeger Initiative. And we're gonna stop the aliens from gathering all 7 immortal rocks from the immortality boot.
From the abundance glove.
I missed that one. I turned the TV off before that. I didn't.
Of the unlimited blood.
No, the immortal boot. The seven immortal rocks. Okay, so the biggest issue I had is they kind of fucked Kong over, and I feel like that maybe they didn't think about it, but you got to realize Kong literally climbed out of that fucking 1,000-mile hole in minutes. He climbed out of that hole in minutes, which was 1,000 miles. He climbed that shit, and then he went up there to square it with Godzilla. You're telling me this man isn't feeling some kind of fatigue or exhaustion, and he went up there to throw hands?
Maybe he took. The way gravity works and how it flips around. Maybe give him a. I don't fucking know.
To be honest, yeah, actually, with gravity, with a wizard maybe him, the wizard of the sky. Maybe like, maybe with gravity, like him going up to the surface, like it was almost propelling him up. Maybe he wasn't exerting that much force and stuff. I don't know. Who knows? But
I don't know either. It was Inception.
I don't know.
I noticed they were both looking down. I was like, what Inception bullshit is this? You are both looking down at each other.
Godzilla was actually on the other side of the hollow earth, and Godzilla shot through the middle core of the hollow earth to find King Kong, which is weird. So he had the gravity boost of going straight down.
No.
All I know is flat earthers were.
No, I need a diagram. I can't.
All right, I want to hear what Sonic has to say. I want to hear what Sonic has to say.
I was gonna. Well, she likes to mention Inception. Do you know what studio produced Inception? Warner Brothers.
Yep.
So what do you expect?
Knightmage, I'm glad you brought up that. I'm like, flat earthers must have been having a fucking field. They probably are treating this movie like a goddamn documentary. I told you it was hollow. I told you there were lizards down there. I told you there was giant apes. I seen one. No, sir. You just saw it. I seen it. I saw the whole thing. I was there. You missed it. I saw it. I saw everything. I seen it with my own eyes.
What I had an issue with is like you don't really hear about Apex. You don't really have a reference of Apex until like the King Ghidorah movie and this one. But apparently Apex is the richest company in the entire world where they can make giant underground tunnels and a giant robot. They're Amazon. That's how they get that next day delivery. They use that fucking tunnel.
Oh, god damn it. Don't say that. Then you're going to give the flat earthers more fucking ammunition. I knew Amazon was evil. They're all part of the hollow earth. They're in league with the lizard people.
Well, everyone knew Amazon was evil.
I think they should have got rid of the three amigos, the conspiracy theorist, number 11, and the guy the cool kid from Deadpool 2. They should get rid of all three of them.
Theorist.
Oh, that was him. Kid?
Thanks to him.
It was like
that's the kid from Deadpool.
What's his name?
I forgot.
What's his name?
They had to have the comedic relief.
Ryan.
They had to have
I like the conspiracy theories because now I don't drink tap water.
I'm on tap water. If they got rid of them, if they got rid of them,
he just doesn't drink water at all.
A 30-minute movie, and just had some random guy in the office knock a coffee cup over on that control panel and did the same thing.
Oh.
Dude,
like a random accident in an office to fuck it over was the exact same thing that happened to save King Kong. That was so stupid.
As soon as that happened with the alcohol on the panel, you know what I thought of immediately? The rat in the end game.
It was the rat of the Endgame movie. That's exactly what the alcohol on the panel was. It was like, this is stupid. Anyone could have done this. The damage to your building probably did the same fucking thing but the alcohol is going to kick it over. Okay.
Right.
Domino effect.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mechagodzilla literally
talking
just...
about Avengers Endgame?
Yeah, remember that scene in Endgame how Ant-Man got out of the quantum realm? It's because the rat pushed that button.
Haven't seen Endgame.
Yeah.
I still haven't
it's
seen
too
Endgame.
fucking late. We're going to spoil the shit out of it then.
Lose.
That's fine. I just basically explained the scene.
That's fine. I am
Endgame,
still like crazy
the
behind
good guys win. The credits roll. We go to the next Marvel movie.
We go to Spider-Man.
And then now we're to...
And then you never go to Black Widow.
Yeah, and Avengers Endgame.
Black Widow never comes out.
Batman shows up.
Phase 7. Black Widow finally releases.
We're gonna get the Snyder cut for Endgame.
6 hours.
He's gonna remake that fucking movie. He just combines the damn thing.
Oh my god.
Anyway. No, but like I had issues. Like, okay, Kong climbs out of the fucking hole. He should be fucking tired, which they probably didn't like think about that, but now like, oh yeah, I know Kong was definitely tired. But like Godzilla, just like they fight. Kong beats the shit out of Godzilla with his new axe. Like he comes in there like Thor and then goes straight for the head. And then Thor leaves the chat.
Thor leaves the chat.
I'm done. Bye.
Right.
And so like
But then Godzilla makes the comeback and almost kills him.
Yeah, because he got rid of because Kong fucked up and threw the fucking axe like an idiot.
Basically, he let his guard down.
For real, he threw it like he was fucking Kong had like a identity crisis. And thought he was Captain America and chunked that shit at him like a frisbee. Thinking it would come back. Like he had his hand out, like thinking it would just float back to him like he's fucking Thor. That shit didn't happen. Cool. That's why he got his ass whooped.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
He faded into like the smoke instead of finishing off Godzilla too. That was weird. Like, all right,
and then they did him wrong. Like this man was like, you know what? You whipped my ass. I'm gonna take a nap.
Dude's literally, his heart gave out, man. Like
he's dying.
Well, that was
a giant monkey.
That was weird. Yeah, that was
no, but that's where it plays into it because I think it was a combination of the three, the 2 fights, and him climbing out of that hole.
Also, they pumped his ass full of drugs the entire movie.
Well, the first time he fights,
he's at 80% anesthetic fighting Godzilla the first time.
You know what? That actually would have been a great explanation as to why his heart gave out. Maybe if when they said, listen, like sedating him, we don't know, like we're pumping him so much, like it might hurt him in the long run or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
a slight mentioning of that would have helped.
Right. But just to have his heart just give out and they have to use a defibrillator basically to revive him. It was just like I don't know.
Yeah, because there's the first fight with Godzilla. There's when they finally travel down to Hollow Earth. Maybe the gravitational thing did affect him in some sort of way that we're not fully aware of. There was that other
dimension.
Also, you got to keep in mind.
There was that other cryptid.
There's something very visible in the movie that a lot of people didn't pay attention. They either didn't pay attention, they didn't catch it, or they saw it, they noticed it, but they just completely forgot.
I'm
it's
I didn't see that.
It's that Kong had a lot of gray hair.
Yeah, it was older.
He was physically older. Physically, he was older than Godzilla was.
He was just under a lot of stress. He had a real bad job.
He was in jail. He was an innocent kaiju thrown in jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Got that granddaddy strength.
Yeah. Just naturally strong.
So they had him drugged up.
That could be another thing too. Titanic.
I mean, there's a lot of things that played against him. That's why I felt like he got.
And he's not been training all the time. A little bit.
Somebody's eating all that fish.
It's high protein.
That's a lot of fish,
and it's good for your joints because it's got the fish oil.
Yeah, and
That's why he likes fish.
He takes a bath. That's already a plus.
It's more than some cosplayers do.
Like, you know, they talked about how Godzilla, like, man, I can smell, and they talked about a Kong, like, oh, I can smell it from here. I can smell cosplayers from here.
It feels like a shot at cosplayers. That
no, not all cosplayers. I'm talking about like the my lady, the one that tipped their fedoras.
Exactly which ones we're talking.
The fedora tipping cosplayers. Where's my hug?
It doesn't take a scientist to know which one you're talking about.
Right. Where's my hug? I'm gonna totally like bring SJ to a con just so I can see her, just her reaction whenever we introduce her to her cosplayer. Like the "Where's my hug" cosplayer dude. He's gonna come up to you like, "Where's my hug?"
Hey, you gave them a hug. How come you didn't give me a hug?
Because I could smell you.
My dumbass would actually my partial dumbass would be kind of tripped into like, oh, okay, here you go.
That's how they get you.
I'm just that kind of an
Yeah, that's how they get you. That's why you gotta fight it.
That's like feeding gremlins. That's like feeding gremlins after
breathe through your nose. You'll be fine.
Now 30 more of them show up to get hugs.
It's like your mouth. It's like when you go underwater, just and then after you're done,
why do you hold your breath? Oh God!
I mean, the movie could have been longer. Honestly, it could have it had, but I will as much as I'm giving it shit for all its little faults and things and I honestly do feel like Kong was screwed over. Like throughout the entire movie, they handicapped this man.
You know what they could have done? And actually, and I just thought about this because they did a lot of this with Cloverfield. They could have done a lot of online marketing to fill in
viral
gaps.
Marketing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. A lot of viral marketing.
Just to fill in a little bit of story in between. To give it more promotion too. I think that would have been awesome.
No, that sounds great. Unfortunately, their tying the gaps was with the novels, and not everyone knows that they have novels.
Right.
What is Apex hiding on that island?
They don't really go over Apex. No, that is the one thing about the movie that I think absolutely makes no fucking sense is that they never mention Apex, not even in the novels, at least based on what I could tell.
Apparently, they're Apex, a pretty big deal.
They've always been there, but they've never been established before until they just kind of oh, by the way, this is the Amazon of our universe.
Here's another thing I don't understand. They didn't, and it's probably not even a thing, but okay, so the lady is with Monarch, right? Kong was at a Monarch facility.
Yes.
And Stranger Things' dad is with Monarch. He's the director.
Stranger Things' dad. I love that. No, just keep doing that. That helps it.
Thank you. Right? How come neither one of them was in communication with each other about, tell us where Godzilla is, we're doing this thing with on? How come there was no communication between this?
She didn't have her phone.
What happened there? Even in the final fight, bullshit, she had phones.
No, because there are parts of the movie where the dad's trying to call her, and she's buried deep, underground in a secret base. She has no reception down there.
Not the daughter. I'm talking about Dr. Andrews, the deaf kid's adopted mom, the one who's in charge of Kong. How come they weren't in communication up until the part where they're in Hollow Earth?
Different departments. One's in
bullshit.
One's in recreational safety. The other one's in part of Kong research and development. They got to send out a memo. They had a scheduled meeting for Tuesday. It got rescheduled because that facility got blown up. You ever work in the industry, you would know.
They never right, but even after battle, they don't consult with each other.
They could have Zoomed.
Okay, I'll give you that. Different departments, because I'm in radiology and there's the ER, but we still fucking talk to each other and be like, hey, are you sure you want me to X-ray this on this person? It's all right, but this thing's not even there. What do you want to see?
That's an issue with all movies. Is communication. A lot of things could be totally eradicated if there was just communication.
You had to pretend that there's no phones in this world.
Exactly. Also,
you have flying spaceships that can reverse gravity, but no phone signal.
No phones is bullshit though. You could have sent a carrier pigeon, smoke signals.
Also, our machine that controls Mechagodzilla, very important. Don't spill any liquid on it. There's no safety cover on there. This is graded. This thing overheats like a motherfucker. We had to put a safety grading.
No cranberry juice. Oh my God.
And that's the thing. I understand.
No schnapps in the office.
Why? They should have known that Ghidorah's. I don't know. Maybe they're. How can these people be so brilliant and connect to the brain of a kaiju and not expect it to have some kind of PTSD.
It's kind of like
reaction to Godzilla.
It's kind of like that. I know it's kind of not. It's kind of separated from different studios. Transformers, in Age of Extinction, where they try to make their own Autobot, or they use the brain of fucking Megatron.
Right, exactly.
Megatron, what did you think was gonna happen?
Right.
This movie almost shot for shot remakes a part of Evangelion. They finally gave it the ancient power, and then the Eva Mechagodzilla became sentient and started killing shit.
It became sentient and whooped Godzilla's ass like he snitched. Like, you went to the police and turned my ass in.
Was I the only one that half expected after they put the energy through it, like the skull was gonna reanimate or something? I half expected that thing to all of a sudden grow eyes and shit.
No, but it was some
too. But
never mind then.
It was some fucking Pacific Rim bullshit. I'm gonna neuro handshake with Ghidorah's brain. That already sounds stupid. Why are you going to link up with the brain of a monster whose first reaction was to burn the planet?
Yeah, and once again, this brilliant I don't think there's even an invented company making these metal things, because we can't trust the biological ones. We have to have the metal versions. Oh yeah, we're not going to test the guffin that we just found, that we stole. And there's
they didn't think that
you have
through.
Another Titan they didn't think that through. How are you going to be that dumb? How are you going to be that dumb?
There should be no point in having Ghidorah's skull involved at all at that point either, because you made a giant robot. Why do you need a neural link to there with the giant mecha Ghidorah? You can remote control this thing as a giant puppet.
I think they were trying to make a reference to okay, so it's kind of like Pacific Rim as to why they have two individuals pilot the Jaegers instead of just one, because it could be too much for that one person's individual mind. It could actually cause them to go, it could actually cause catastrophic damage to their brain.
Godzilla in the old Godzillas was piloted by or just a remote control.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. Pacific Rim actually referenced that. They said flat out, that's why we have two. So, I mean, even if just a brief moment of saying we need the brain to activate this, whatever explanation to use, say it. But yeah, I agree that was dumb.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to. You just got one good Dota player and get them in there. They can.
I think Godzilla versus Kong used the whole Neuralink with Ghidorah's brain as a precursor to a maybe not. We might get a crossover with Pacific Rim.
Now their mechas are too small.
No, they're about the same size. They're 300 feet.
Did you not read those beginning credits? Godzilla is 400 feet tall. Oh, I don't know how big those Jaegers are.
No, they're Godzilla was 300 feet in the last one where they actually. So when I saw the original 2014 Godzilla, they're like, okay, he's about 350, and
he's gotten bigger in each one.
That doesn't make any sense though, because Shin Godzilla is 4.
Shin Godzilla is not really a Godzilla. That's the weird mutant one that eventually just dies.
It was a reboot of Godzilla. Anyways, it's inconsistent.
That one. No, absolutely. But that was the thing, and I think the opening credits said, no, because it's in that.
They said
shit. Like I said, I want to read all the redacted stuff.
They might mean from the end of his tail to the top of his head.
It says
it's height, foot from the ground to the head.
Yeah, and I think it's almost, and if I recall correctly, it's almost 400 feet.
That could include his tail though. So
and Kong's just a little bit shorter.
They looked almost identical in height. He's 50 feet short. He didn't look.
They do look almost identical in height.
Because 50 feet at that's 5 inches. One dude's 6'4", the other one dude's 5'11".
Bullshit. If somebody that's 2 inches taller than you and you stand next to them, there's a distinctive difference.
At what they're never standing back to back against each other to measure their height. They're moving and slouched over constantly.
Okay, okay. I'm glad you mentioned something.
Also,
one of the great things. I mentioned this in the spoiler-free review, but I'm so happy they actually had fights during the day.
I want to see them fight.
Yeah.
Let them fight. during the daytime.
Let them fight, but at night, so we can save money on CGI.
It's hot out here. Fight at night.
There it goes again.
I mean, overall, what are the what are some of your cons overall? Like, what are the things that you wish they would have like just changed or kept out, and what are the things that you really like think that they really did well on? Like,
John, me?
Yes,
me?
Yeah.
So yeah, the fight sequences were really well done. I love that they actually went daylight. That was awesome. So you can actually see the action. There was multiple fights. Like, yeah, all the action sequences were great. The only thing I wish they would have done, and I hate to say this, is I wish they had a little bit more exposition and explaining some things. But other than that, I that's why I give it an 8 out of 10. Like, again, it pretty much delivered on exactly what I thought it was going to be. Like, again, you're not going into it thinking about a great story. You're really just going into it thinking, I want to see two giant monsters beat the shit out of hands. Yeah. And that's exactly what you got. Again, but I have to dock the few points just because I wanted the link as to why for certain things. But other than that,
no, I agree. I completely 100% agree that they could have added at least 30 minutes just to shed some light on some of the, fill in some gaps, develop the story even more. I do like the fight scenes during the day. I laughed my ass off when Godzilla got his ass whooped. Because there is one scene where you just see fear in this lizard's eyes. Like, he's like, oh, shit.
when he was getting, like, his face was getting rammed into the buildings. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, he just had that look on his face like, Lord Jesus, help me. Like,
bruh, you ever seen the Boondocks where Tom Dubois gets
another shot?
Boondocks, God,
because it's such an amazing shot.
I know.
Yeah, but we're at this point where we might as well take a shot every time you mention a Boondocks reference.
Yeah, so like when he gets possessed by Stinkmeaner and he kicks the guy in the chest, and the guy has like the fear of he has the fear in his eyes, like, oh, you were talking all that good shit before, but then you got kicked in your chest. That was Mechagodzilla versus Godzilla. He kicked it. He's like, oh, what's that? You were talking all that good shit to Kong before, but then you got your ass whooped. And then Kong comes in there. He's all like, oh. Kong went in there. He saw Mechagodzilla beating Godzilla's ass, and he acted like he didn't see shit like that. I see nothing.
Help.
Yeah, the little girl's like,
help him away.
Like, help him, or I'm going to stop talking to you. And I'm the only person that can talk to you.
Shit, you're my only friend.
They pulled a Bucky and Falcon.
Yeah. And he goes in there. He went in there.
Okay, I got it. All right, here. I got it. It says here, March 11th, 2021, Legendary Studios revealed the official heights of both Titans for their Monarch profiles. Godzilla stands at 393 feet. Which is the same height as monsters, while Kong stands at 336 feet.
Oh, so he's shorter slightly.
It's like 50.
Period.
50 or 60.
Period. This is the largest incarnation of Kong in history, and both the largest American incarnation and the second largest overall of Godzilla after the anime version in Planet of the Monsters 2017.
Oh, that one's the Planet of the Monsters.
Netflix movies, that shit sucks.
He was the size of a state in that one. He was massive.
Yeah, he is the size of a city. He's the size of a city, and no, don't watch it. It sucks. It's trash.
Well, that's what everyone said about the '98 one, and I still love it.
No, because it's very convoluted.
It does.
They
so it's the '98 one. It still makes me cry.
Right, but they like. Godzilla has less screen time in these 3 movies than he did in the 2014 live action Legendary picture.
Okay.
The reboot.
I don't know. I just didn't like it. I went in there with really high expectations.
Which one?
For the Netflix Planet of the or whatever monsters.
Did anyone else get like anxiety when Kong and Godzilla were fighting underwater and Kong went down further? It was like, oh shit!
Hell yeah, because my man was high as shit. He was in there. He's just like, bruh,
my dude.
And then he's all like, what?
Well,
he looked up like he had that look on him, like it looked like concern, but it was more like, what?
I guess we're fighting now. All right,
oh shit, we about to throw some hands? Nah, bro, let's just sit down and smoke a bowl.
It was too early.
There was that brief moment on the land fight when
Godzilla did him too. He looked at this. He looked straight at Kong. He's like, "Oh, he must be dead. He ain't moving."
Here's something else.
They turned off the boat.
Here's something else I found on the some other thing again. Yeah, Godzilla stands approximately 400 feet. He grew maybe a couple of feet since King of the Monsters. I don't know who says this, but on the other hand, Kong's current stands at 336 feet. He previously stood at 104 feet, which means he grew a total of 232 feet between Skull Island and this film.
Damn,
40 years. It was like a 40-year time skip, though.
Right.
Puberty hit him like Mike Tyson.
But here's the thing, and even in Skull Island, though, they very, very briefly just said that
he's
they briefly said that he's still growing. He's a baby.
Yeah, he was a teenager at the time.
Right. So even that's what I'm talking about. Like quick exposition, what clears all that up. So it makes sense. Yeah, from he would grow that much from that time.
Was Skull Island actually in the 70s? Like set in the 70s?
It was right after they were being deployed out of Vietnam to be sent back home. They were just leaving Vietnam. It was just one thing, just one more thing, because I know you're running out of time. I just wanted to say, like, you know, when I was watching it and when Kong finally gets in the fight, I just love the look on his expression when he beats the shit out of Mechagodzilla. Like he just goes in there and just beats the living shit out of Mechagodzilla. He's like, if anybody's gonna clap lizard cheeks around here, it's gonna be me.
Damn.
I don't want no sloppy seconds.
I mean, he did say that. I could see, that was on his face.
Did I ask for your help?
He like, bro, he went in there like he just turned Super Saiyan. Like, all right, Frieza.
He had that jolt of electricity going through him. He was revived.
And she told him he's his friend. No, and she also told him Godzilla's a friend. The other one's the enemy. Go kick the other one's.
No, there was more to it than that. He went after Mechagodzilla like he just took out all his frustrations. I just wanna fucking go home and eat some goddamn bananas and fish.
True.
You're hopped up on painkillers. You get shot with a syringe of adrenaline. It's like, let's do this.
You know what? Actually, now that you said that, you know what? Now that you said that, maybe if like there was a scene where they probably would have done it because it's a kid, but if there was a scene where Mechagodzilla like did something and hurt the little girl, and then the little girl did say like Godzilla's a friend, that would be more motivation for Kong to fuck Mechagodzilla,
right? Than her just saying. But that's also interesting.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's also interesting because in the movie, even the Dr. Andrews, he says, I tried teaching him the letters and some basic commands, and I can see recognition, but he never
I don't want to talk to you right now.
He understood what I was doing with him.
For real, Kong is smart. He looked at her
like
I think he did understand. He just didn't respect her.
Talking to you, that's like your bullshit.
I mean, he was smart enough to know.
But the little one, he's like, nah, I got. Yeah. Right, but he's like, nah, home slice here. I got shit. Me and her.
This kid hasn't lied to me.
Yeah.
Look, Shorty, cool, but me and you, we gonna have words.
Lock me up.
Like Shorty.
Like Shorty, cool, but didn't you throw me in jail?
She's his parole officer.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
He's like, how do you know? Well, how did Kong know that the simulation was fake? Because it's always
another
day.
Thing that they were, another thing that they kind of like started, but they didn't finish was the whole like he's down there, like when he was like afraid to go into the hole, and then everyone's like tell him his family's down there. like you're telling the child to lie to her best friend. This is the guy she trusts. If this bond like breaks, all y'all asses are fucked.
No, but she was
and
smart too. She worded it differently. She worded it differently. Yeah, she said there may be others like you down there. She said there may be.
Like, are you sure? Like, oh, it's worth a shot, dude. What do you do up here in Antarctica?
She didn't guarantee. She said there may be others, and that's where Khan's
that is negotiation 101. You never guarantee anything. You always say maybe or I could try, but you never say there is or I promise.
But again, I think it still would have been cool to see, like, I don't know, again, take a moment away from the MacGuffin for him to explore the little temple area and be like, oh yeah, this is where like I'm from. Or my family's from.
The little girl was such a major important part of the movie. So you gotta understand that Kong almost didn't do shit throughout the entire movie if it wasn't for this little girl. He wasn't going to go down the hole. He wasn't going to help Godzilla. The minute he saw Godzilla getting his ass whooped by Mecha Godzilla, it turned into that SpongeBob meme where SpongeBob was like, all right, I'm going to head out.
Oof. Yeah. That's rough, buddy.
All right, I'm going to head out.
For real, Kong looked like he was just about to, I'm about to head out now. Oof, that looks like a big old tall glass of nope.
I'm going to go to Japan, see how they're doing.
And that's another thing I want to bring up. This is the first kaiju movie this is the first Godzilla kaiju movie other than Pacific Rim where I've seen where they tore up a place that wasn't America or Japan. They tore up Hong Kong.
Let's go Hong Kong. They haven't
yeah, but still.
I mean, there are some
destroy unnamed city. Good job.
So I mean, overall, would you recommend the movie? Everybody that's probably watching this.
Oh,
no, but like in every movie, aliens, kaiju's, and zombies only attack
San Francisco,
America, New York, San Francisco, or Japan. Every time there's a giant lizard attacking a city, he's got to take a swipe at Japan. I see you, Japan. I see you.
Gotta take out the Golden Gate Bridge.
Not again.
I'm gonna attack America, and then I'm coming for your sushi loving ass.
Oh my god. I would definitely recommend this. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I would recommend it to fans or just casual people who just want, a fun movie to watch. Like the one thing about this movie is you can go into it without watching the other movies and pick up on it and still have fun with it. So you don't have to.
Yeah,
it's not that hard. Yeah, it's not that hard to follow. It is fun. Yeah, definitely. I would definitely recommend this movie.
One last question. I know, like I said, we know you're running out of time. I don't know how much time you got left, but do you feel with this, because the contract with Toho has ended for the monster?
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was the final movie. Do you think, like, what are your thoughts of, like, with this movie being the way it was, do you think we'll get a sequel? Or you think this is the end of an era?
One and done.
I think this is one and done. I think this is done because if that contract's ended, you're going into a territory where you're only going to really like get hardcore fans, because all the monsters that are left would be monsters that are hardcore fans would get and really understand and like, you know what I mean? Like you've kind of run your course with just like your run of the mill. This is what it is. Now you're kind of like digging for your monsters and stuff like that. So I think we're done.
There was a rumor a while back that Rampage into this universe.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I kind of forgot about that movie happening.
Yeah, Rampage was actually suddenly be tied into the MonsterVerse.
Like that would have been cool, I guess. But I mean, that's kind of the rumor of like the Fast and Furious movies being tied in with Transformers. You know what I mean? Like,
but I will tell you this: If anybody could stop Godzilla, it's family.
It's family. Family.
They would pull some fucking shenanigans. I don't
know.
Did
you see the new trailer though for the newest one?
No.
Like based on the ending, it looked like they're actually gonna go to space.
The Rock's not in this one. If there's no scene where the Rock just punches a torpedo, I'm not interested.
He's got to punch aliens now.
Well, we got John Cena. So maybe he'll do that.
Just as yeah.
But I couldn't. I didn't even see him in the movie.
Yeah, I wonder what that gun was floating. They had that some awesome technology. Have a floating gun.
Some like a green screen behind him. Keyed him out the entire movie.
But overall, like we're glad you could talk to us at least about Godzilla vs. Kong. We did a spoiler review of the Snyder Cut. We created some hashtags. Released the naked cut. Because there's a scene where Clark he's buried in the suit. He's buried in the suit and then he explodes out of the suit into sweatpants. I'm like, was he wearing those the whole time?
No.
Oh my god.
They don't bury you with pants.
They don't bury you.
They don't.
No, so they bury you above.
Not that I want to.
Have like a blazer.
I don't want to see him naked, but at the same time, like, wouldn't he be naked?
Release the naked cut.
If I gotta see,
I don't really want to see him naked either.
If I gotta see literal blue balls, because I saw
the Watchmen. Okay,
I saw Watchmen, and that shit was all over the place. That was in the camera. Sometimes I felt like they even zoomed in on it, like
3D.
I'm good with like some Smurf porn or something for a minute there.
Yeah, I'm good with Dr. Manhattan's balls, but I really don't want to see Superman's.
I just watched The Witcher. It's almost the same thing.
Like but Henry Cavill is pretty. I mean, he's sexy, but he's pretty hairy.
He talks a lot about PC
gaming. He is. He can't do it. That's just weird to me.
Yeah.
He
looks
like
the
only hair I'm like, oh my god,
he smells like
I don't want to see it.
He looks like he smells like salt and vinegar chips. Like, I don't know. I can't.
Look, say that. I mean, look, knock that all you want. I'd rather that than him smelling like ball sacks and nachos from not bathing.
I get
in front
it.
Of a PC for 24 hours.
That's true.
I mean,
what's that smell? Oh, Henry Cavill's on his way. Oh.
He looks like a commercial for Dr. Squatch.
God.
Why are we talking about Henry Cavill's nuts? Why?
We weren't. We're talking about Dr. Manhattan.
Why aren't we talking?
Why aren't we?
Today's podcast is brought to you by corn nuts.
Corn nuts.
Well, why aren't we adding like the other guys too? Let's talk about balls.
Okay, so are there any movies that you're looking forward to this year?
Mortal Kombat, dude. Like,
next week.
Hell yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Dude, this dude's cosplaying like the damn roster.
Dude, oh my god. So yeah, I gotta plug that real quick. So yeah, we just did a 18 character Mortal Kombat photo shoot. And the thing is, there's only 3 cosplayers. So I did 11 characters. Someone else did 2 characters. Another girl did the rest of the characters. So we got 18 characters. Everyone has a battle. So we're going to release like 50 photos. And
wow,
it's just like, it's just a full out tournament battle. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, we're going to be
the fatalities. Are you showing
yes,
the fatalities?
We're doing I'm murdering myself now. We're showing the fatalities, but they're very what's the word? They're very PG-13.
Okay. I was just wondering about that.
So I know. So yeah, they're not edited with blood or anything like that. So you have to use your imagination. Like it's gruesome if you imagine it.
But if you ever do like a rated R photo shoot with actual fatalities photoshopped in, I would like to recommend from a wise man. A wise man once said, "Not bad, but if it was me, I'd have ripped the spine out his ass."
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Undercover Brother.
I was
That was
going
a
to
good
say,
movie.
another
Undercover
damn
Brother.
Boondocks reference.
Yeah.
No, it's not another, but it's an Undercover Brother reference to Dave Chappelle.
Give us a little more
that's
intro.
But
I love that movie.
there are a couple cosplays that I'm gonna do, and I'm actually watching videos on how to do. I just announced that I'm gonna do Dark Side.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to put LEDs in the helmet and on the chest
Nice.
to where the Omega symbol will glow. And I only have so I've been going to the gym a lot, and I have about a year, less than a year, to get into shape. There's one cosplay I want to do, and I'm kind of running out of time for this one. I want to cosplay the Great Saiyaman with my daughter, who would be Pan as a baby from Dragon Ball Super, and she'll be 3 next year. She'll be too old to do baby Pan.
Yeah.
So I want to get that one done before she's just, Dad, no.
Cool.
Yeah, too old. Then she's just Pan. Then she's just regular old annoying GT Pan.
Dang.
Now, I'm not saying my daughter's annoying. I'm saying Pan's annoying.
You got this. You can do it.
Potato,
Oh, yeah.
potato.
Is there any cosplay that you are doing in the future? Hopefully, when cons come back.
So we literally right after we got done with the Mortal Kombat stuff, we were talking about doing another photo shoot. So the next thing we're going to do is a big Street Fighter shoot. So it's going to be like 18, 20 characters for that. And
how many of them are you going to do?
He's going to be Chun-Li.
18.
Well, yeah. I've already done Chun-Li, so yeah, I'm going to be Chun-Li.
Yeah, I've seen your Chun-Li.
I think I'm going to do like 8 or 9.
Wow.
Yeah. And then this one's going to be more of a cityscape. So we're going to try and visit a couple different cities in Ohio to get that background. But as far as like personal projects, I definitely this year I want to get Galactus done. I do want to do a Mandalorian. What? My friend wants me to do Xena.
Hell yeah!
May
I want to
I
see
make
that.
So I would like to make a recommendation. I don't know if you've done this one because you say you did the Mortal Kombat one, but if you ever go to a con and you do this cosplay, I will fly out just so I can get a photo shoot with you, and I will bring Darkseid once I finish it.
Same.
I feel like you should cosplay Shao Kahn.
I've done Shao Kahn.
There you go.
He pays attention to your socials.
Yeah, some fan you are. Great.
No, you got to understand. Like, I've been spending 4 hours. I've been spending 4 hours at the gym daily, and every time I feel like I have to crawl out of there because it's been absolute hell at the gym.
Good. That's what it's supposed to be. Good.
Right. It is. And some of my friends are already quitting the workout routine.
I'm about to sucker one of my friends into
listen, man. I honestly, if you're working out and you're having an easy time with it, you're doing it wrong.
No, dude. Like after like my cardio as of yesterday has just increased to 1 hour and 20 minutes a day.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
After 30, and this is, you got to understand, I started 30 days ago. This is still like the beginning level workout. And like I was like leaning over the machine, like, you know, just like fuck, you know, but I got to keep going. I got to keep pushing.
But here's the thing: how do you feel after you're done? Not while you're doing it, but after you're done. How do you feel?
When you're done.
Dead. Unconscious? Is that a feeling?
I don't know. After I was done with my workout, I had like a second wind.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Like I thought I was gonna have to crawl out of the damn gym, and then out of nowhere, I'm just like, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I just tore up the fridge.
And that's your sense of accomplishment. That's good. That's what you want, man. You're doing good. Keep it up.
Yeah.
I stopped watching Knightmage stuff for cosplay. Like he makes too many cosplays to keep up. I watch him for his working out stuff, his fitness thing. He looked too good, and I can at least look at that like, okay, I can do that. I can't make 30 cosplays in a month. That's impossible. Right. Was it 3 hour Johnny Cage?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it was a 1 hour.
1 hour Johnny Cage looks fucking amazing. Like, nah.
I was gonna say, and during our part one episode, when I came on late because this thing was crashing, did y'all talk like how you and I met?
No. They talked about.
We just assumed that it was at another Transformers convention.
It was on the east side.
I think we honestly just met like online, like through a convention, wasn't it? See, now you're gonna make me feel bad.
Not entirely.
You don't know all of your fans.
Not everyone remembers how they met.
Don't remember.
People. Yeah, I don't remember how I met James.
Tell me now. Now I'm interested.
So you're partially right. Yeah, so you're partially right. I don't know how it happened. I think it's because, yes, Facebook is alive, not in a good way. And somehow you appeared on my feed in your Spawn cosplay.
Okay.
And you remember I left it.
Yes,
and you were like,
I do remember.
I've never heard this before.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure if I did it to you now, I would be in a whole lot of trouble.
You would make me blush. You wouldn't be in trouble. You would just make me blush.
Did she hit on you? She hit on you.
I did it the first time?
I mean, yeah, you did, but now, like, you can see my face, and you're gonna make a black man blush. That's terrible.
She was flirting with you. That's what she was doing. She has that.
It was. I mean, it was a flirting, but it was like a.
Try to slide into your DMs and just click.
I can't even. If you want to say it, go ahead.
I'll say it. I saw literally one picture of him in Spawn, and I legit, with just a straight, even with the period, I just said, I came, done. And I was out. And so many comments afterwards, including him, was like, wait, what? And I was like, okay. And then every time he did a thing, I would do that for a couple of them. And then you did one something or other, and I didn't say it. And you and a couple of your other fans were like, that was too dry for us. What are you doing? I was like, what?
Oh, God damn it. You had to say the word fucking dry. Jesus.
I was like, oh, okay, sorry, guys.
I had to say the word dry. I'm having PTSD in this motherfucker. Just to share with everybody, we had one of our friends, members of Geeks Forever. We're not going to say who. But he was hitting on a girl, and then his pickup line to her was, "Hey, I'm feeling kind of dry."
Oh.
And everybody
kind of dry,
real suave.
And everybody just like looked at him like, "What?"
He's like, "The fuck you just said?"
You feeling dry?
You feeling dry? You might need to go to the doctor.
Some lotion or something.
Yeah,
need some lotion. Need some calamine.
Some lubriderms.
And then we asked him what he meant. He's like, I don't even know. I just said it thinking that it would like help me.
Right,
I'm like, no, turn her away.
He shot his shot and like that failed.
Yeah, I know. You know how I know you scared her off? Why? Because she told me to come talk to you.
Sexual predator. You get him away.
Yep.
It wasn't like that, but it needs to work on his pickup lines.
He needs to find one, not work on it. Abandon whatever he had and start from new.
We're like, hey, do you like bread? He tried. He shot a shot.
That's probably better.
Yep.
Look, it was either
a pizza.
Yeah.
No, but
that's what I did.
Yeah, no, because I've seen your cosplay page online. I saw it, and your cosplays are really good. And like, generic, and you know what's crazy?
Generic ass comment.
So here's something that I wanted to share with you. After the first time we had you on the show, a lot of people were impressed that we had you on the show because you were like a big deal to like a lot of people that we know.
I'm not a big deal.
No, they hold you like,
they're
like, what? Okay, we had Tom Ruger on the show who created Animaniacs. But when you came on the show, then they were finally impressed.
I mean, they were impressed. That humbles me, but I mean, I don't know. I don't see that. But yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, you might, because you're more down to earth. You're more like, yeah, I'm just doing it to, because it's fucking fun. It's fun. I like it. I like dressing up. It's cool. I like to pretend to be these characters.
Spandex. Yeah.
Like wearing spandex.
It's a hard look to pull off.
I know. I know.
It is. Yeah. So the whole Thanos thing. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, I don't. I'm already looking at the material, and holy shit, it's going to be expensive.
You mean Dark Side?
Yeah, that's
Dark Side, or
yeah, I'm gonna be dark. I'm not that. I'm sorry.
You're the wrong fucking universe, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's like that guy who did. It's like that guy who got
if listen, so I don't know if you know. I've done Dark Side.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
But if you, I did. I've done Dark Side, but the version that you're talking about doing, you probably want to do more of an armored version. However, if you need some tips or you need some advice or something, feel free to always message me, especially when it comes like the.
Oh no, absolutely. Thank you very much. But don't take this the wrong way. I'm probably not, and there's a reason why.
I always offer though. I get it.
No, and everybody's gonna like think that I'm trying to be like an asshole. The truth is, I want the challenge of going in there and just figuring it out on my own. Because every one of my cosplays, my Megazord, my Omnimon, my Ninja Turtle, my Saiyaman, every cosplay I've ever made, I asked people for help, and nobody would help me, so I had to do it on my own. I had to learn and do it on my own, and I welcome that challenge because I want to be a prop maker, and I understand that people are here to help, but I want to see if there's a different way to do it, and I like the fact that I like figuring out, and besides, like normally it helps me. I treat it like therapy because whenever I'm working on cosplay, I like to shut myself off from everybody. And I do want to make cosplay. I want to make I am going to make the Gears of War New Day armor, by the way,
nice.
for
the
New Day armor Gears of War for some of my friends, and they're like, oh yeah, that shit looks cool. But
let this man go.
No, yeah, he totally can leave whenever he wanted.
No. Listen, that's awesome. I love that you said that it's a challenge. Here's the thing: always be a student, man. Always be willing to learn and ask questions. Don't ever think that you can just power through something. Don't it's a very humble attitude to have. It can be a very expensive habit, but don't think that you have to do that. Like you can still have a challenge ahead of you and ask questions and look for advice and stuff like that. So don't always think you know.
No, I do, and I have asked like, okay, how do I warp the foam for the armor?
Yeah.
How do I do this? How do I do that? And I'm just used, and I help people all the time. I don't keep secrets. Like, hey, and I'm one of those people. Like, I really like it. I really like the challenge, and I like it when people. I would prefer if somebody was better than me. That way, I can have something to strive towards. Like I have that very Goku mentality. Like I would rather I would rather look at somebody at their best, and I would rather help somebody be at their best because I don't want to be the best, but I want something to strive towards.
There's always going to be someone better.
Right, absolutely, and I admit that I'm nowhere near that level.
And the thing with art, though, doesn't matter if it's cosplay or just art, music, whatever it is. It's very subjective. So, one person here could think you're the best, but this other person here thinks you're total shit.
Yeah.
It's very subjective. So it's really honestly about what your perception of your standards are and where you think you are at. It has nothing to do with the outside influences.
I don't know. It's like shit.
It's the whiskey talking now.
There seems to be a variation of level of that whiskey. It goes down and then goes up. What's happening off screen here?
You're doing
this one. You don't want to know.
Jace, you're not one to talk. What are you drinking?
Water. I'm drinking water in a cup you can't look into.
Right.
There's water in it.
Believe it. It's water made out of potatoes. There's water in it. I got tea. Anyway. I'll hit both. I'm working on a cosplay. I'm trying to find some pics right now, so I'll message you both like, teach me how to do this.
Yes.
So I'll do that.
Try, fail, repeat. Wait, no. Try and
burn.
Learn. Nope.
Try, fail, succeed, burn hand with glue gun. Got it.
If you haven't burnt yourself with a glue gun,
right? Remember,
you haven't burnt yourself
glue
with
is
a glue
hot.
gun. Yeah,
that's right.
You're not a cosplayer until you have
a glue. Yes.
Don't do it while drunk or high, because then you'll be like, smells like fajitas. Ah!
Oh, drunk crafting is the best crafting.
Yes.
Only way to draw a straight line is when you're hammered.
So, but the one thing that I have to, the one thing I did have to, I might need help with, it's just figuring out what kind of foam, and because I'm going to, I'm sharing this. My dark side is going to be armored, but he's going to have the Omega. He's going to have a big Omega symbol on the center of his chest, and it's going to be able to light up because I'm going to put an LED in it.
Mm-hmm.
They make a semi-translucent EVA foam now that you can put LEDs behind.
See, I didn't know that. I was gonna have to fucking go on YouTube and look it up. Like, how do you do the light
also
effect?
Cosplay, but
Same.
I also
it's like let's bring in Knightmage just to ask him questions about.
Well, the
cosplay.
reason why the reason why I like the surprise element, I like to just show up and like not let anybody know what I'm gonna cosplay, and then people are like, "Oh my god, that's amazing! Your cosplay is amazing." Then I'm like, "Hey, it's me," and then the guy's like, "Oh shit, it's you."
Let me call Goku. He'll love to see this. It starts ringing from you. It's like,
no, that's what happened one time. Mr. Banana like got mad because my Omnimon it won an award.
Yeah, he gets mad. One time he was getting all mad because those Mario cosplayers are always like, every time they have a Wiimote, it makes sound and all that stuff. Because he's a programmer, like every time they jump, they make noise. He brings like a Wiimote and all that. And like you get all mad, like, man, every year they always win, and I'm like, dude, who gives a shit? I mean, if competition's really what you're thinking about during cosplay, you rethink that.
He got mad when I won the People's Choice Award. He's like, Jesse won with a cosplay he made in 2 days.
Yeah, people will get a little.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
So.
Because if you were there, you realized that I was already taking the cosplay off because I didn't think I was going to win anything. I just went up there because I went there for fun, and somebody's like, "You should be in the contest." I'm like, I guess.
Just send him like a link to Knightmage's page.
I honestly don't like cosplay competitions.
Who does?
I like to do it for the fun.
Who wants to spend 8 hours for a cosplay competition?
No, I have panels.
But
definitely, I want to do the dark side versus Shao Kahn photo shoot with you because you're a really good cosplayer. I have seen some of your work. I just haven't seen all of it. So I went through your pictures. I think on your Facebook.
You haven't seen all 10,000.
I think it was your Facebook or your Instagram. Photos? Like I don't know. I'm trying to think. Was it your Instagram or your Facebook where I saw your cosplays and then I told like, hey, we need to have this guy on the show. This shit's cool.
Well, normally, like if I post to one social media, I just post to all of them. So it's pretty it's pretty much uniform. No,
because I don't remember which one. I think it was Facebook where I saw you.
I don't post anything.
Because I'm not really on Instagram. Like I honestly hate Instagram.
Yeah,
when did you say you wanted him on?
Said, I could tell Goku because sometimes you post your personal stuff on the Geeks 5 Ever Instagram.
Because
it's his personal.
I don't even post that often. It's like once every couple of days. Like
selfies.
People post like 3 pictures a day. I'm over there. Okay, it's been a week. I guess I should make another update.
It's been a week. Yeah,
that's me.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Oh God.
Oh Lord.
But you got to remember, I created that Instagram when I was by myself and Geeks 5 were running the podcast by myself. So, so with cons hopefully returning this year, are you planning on going to conventions this year? Or?
Yeah. So I'm starting to actually now get all the contract stuff situated with cons. It seems like pretty much all the cons I'm going to be starting are going to be starting like in August, September. Which I think is a good enough time to get everyone vaccinated. They got a plan in place.
Yeah.
To make have everything as safe as it can be. So I'm actually pretty confident with. I'm confident and feel comfortable with going back to conventions in the fall. So I got about 4 lined up now.
Okay.
And
when are you coming to Houston for a convention?
You have to invite them.
You know what? I don't have any in Texas this year. Normally I have a lot in Texas. Who's that? Next year probably. Hopefully
G5
next year.
Econ.
Next year.
Listen, hey, let's always feel free to reach out to the conventions and tell them that you want me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if I get rich off Dogecoin, I'll host a con and invite you. Because I made $40 from that shit.
Watch
I think everyone's
everyone's 1 hour panel. Knightmage has a 1 hour panel where he makes a cosplay, like full 100%.
Don't put that out there like that. No, then I'm gonna have to do it.
We're gonna have a panel where you
would do it.
We're gonna have a panel where people have to pay $5 to get in. It's just you sitting there eating cereal, just like what's up.
I want to see like the main ceremony where it's just you like in the background with one camera on you making a full cosplay. At the end of the ceremony, it's done and you just walk to the front of the stage with it. While they're just performing and doing other shit. You're like at another camera. But they can see you in the background doing it. It's like, what is he doing?
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Because sometimes I'm smart.
That sounds awesome.
Actually, it's not a bad idea.
The other times I'm stupid.
Sometimes you're smart. Did you just say that?
Yes, only sometimes. Very smart.
Sometimes I do the smart.
I'm the 1%. Like only 1% of me is sometimes smart.
When you said that, I don't know, like you're rich?
I live in this luxurious background.
I mean, you did spend $400 on a figurine.
I'm going to spend $400 on a figurine.
Oh, that hurts my heart.
Hey, Tiamat looks like the size of a fucking dog. I want it.
I get it. I get it.
I can't talk. I just bought this, and this is the most useless fucking thing I've ever bought.
Oh my god!
It looks
I don't even know what it is.
It's a fucking sushi with. It's a sushi plate with four.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid.
I was gonna say, do you even eat sushi?
Yes, I love sushi.
With chopsticks?
Do you make sushi?
Yeah. No, I don't make it.
Yeah, I have some stuff too to make sushi, and I haven't done it yet either.
You're gonna order sushi and put it on your fancy plate?
I'm gonna make sushi and give myself food poisoning.
That.
I tried to make sushi one time. I ended up making tacos.
Fuck it. Tortilla. And then I put the tortilla. Oh shit. I made tacos again.
Yeah, no, because I had all the stuff to make sushi one day, but my Mexican instincts kicked in. It was like
tacos.
He started rolling it. It's like, oh man,
damn.
This is just just like a fancy burrito.
But no,
all right.
No,
well,
but,
I have to skedaddle.
All right,
no, you're fine.
Why won't you leave?
Why won't I leave?
Well, Shiv, Jace.
Someone has to be the honest.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me.
Again, no problem. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. Definitely in the future, hopefully we can when you work whenever you have whenever you want to come back on, just let us know.
Absolutely.
We'll have you after another WWE event. Oh, so did you see SummerSlam? Man, SummerSlam.
I mean, listen, they have like a pay-per-view every other week. So
yeah, WrestleMania Backlash. That's
what the fuck?
WrestleMania Judgment Day, WrestleMania SummerSlam.
I was going to say, no offense, but schedule it when I'm not here.
WrestleMania.
Schedule it when I'm working, so you guys can have fun.
I mean, it's
WWE Weekend Warriors edition.
See that sounds better than WrestleMania Backlash.
Sometimes it does,
because it sounds like whatever happened at WrestleMania, they're going to do the complete opposite at the next pay-per-view.
That's what Backlash is, basically.
WrestleMania 2.
Roman Reigns won. Well, now he's going to lose. Drew McIntyre lost. Well, now he's going to win.
That's how
Bad Bunny won.
Reverse Uno.
Well, now Miz and Morrison are first. Yeah, so it's one of those things to where WWE's losing their creative juices.
Okay, they love you.
But no, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to having you back whenever you can.
Thank you, man.
No, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you. We're gonna switch it. Oh, there we go. Yes.
So long, farewell, Alvitas, and good night.
Jace, are you drunk?
No, he had more than I did. Allegedly.
Oh, so you were drinking.
He said it had water in it.
No, bullshit.
I don't know how to answer that, because the answer is yes. I'm always drinking. Unless it's October.
You know how you know he's been drinking? He was doing all this.
I didn't know how to answer. He's like, so you were drinking? Yes.
He does any more hand gestures, he's gonna start making R&B music videos.
The Chaos Rain. That's a reference to something else that y'all don't know.
I don't know.
You lost me there. Jacking off two penises. That's what this is.
Oh, and
wait, what?
And it's time to cancel the show.
Oh, this is what cancels us. Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah. No, fuck that. Ugh.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't feel good anymore.
You gotta go to the gym after this.
Yeah, I know. It's because I only got 3.5 hours of sleep.
Was there a thing we were supposed to talk about?
Yes. So giveaway. So I'll make it another announcement tomorrow. But so if you're watching this now or you're watching this at a later time, because for some reason our Friday podcast is now not doing as well as our other days of the week podcast.
I mean, to be fair, most people are probably out on Fridays.
Yeah, that's true. Or work. People do watch the after show though. They do watch us after.
Yeah.
But I am giving away a not me, but Geeks Fiber, the channel, is giving away a free copy of Resident Evil 8: The Village. Stupid fucking name. For the PlayStation 4. The reason why we chose the PlayStation 4 is because I feel like more people that play Resident Evil play it on the PlayStation rather than the Xbox. I'm not saying. No, I am saying that not a lot of people play it on Xbox.
They're poor.
No, Xbox just sucks. Xbox is good for shooters.
And Resident Evil's a shooter.
Resident Evil's a shooter, but I'm pretty sure like everybody's been drooling all over that 9-foot tall vampire lady. I don't see why. I don't see it.
You don't like tall ladies?
No, it's not that. I like tall chicks. I'm just not into the whole goth thing.
Goof thick.
I'm not goof thick enough.
It's not goofy enough.
Yeah,
someone should just draw Goofy as a goth. Goofy.
Yeah, for real. I'm not goofic enough for the Goofic Club. No, but I don't know. I'm just not into the whole gothic thing, and everybody's like talking about how they want her to step on them and shit like that. Like,
yeah, people have weird fetishes and all that.
We don't kink shame here.
That is weird. I'm gonna maybe this one time.
Yeah, I'm gonna kink shame that shit. I mean, like, what the fuck? Why are people like?
Tall ladies need loving
too. It's called vor, right? Where they're like into like death and shit.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Chase, but it's a bit much.
Does anyone know if that's what it is? Was it called vor?
I would look it up, but I'm afraid of what it'll do to my Google search. I'm on enough lists.
Chase, right what did you look up?
Nothing to do with the Resident Evil thing, that's for sure.
It was for research.
Tall lady. Tall lady with cool hat.
Actually, you know what? I'm the only one that uses this computer anyway, so let me go ahead and look it up.
I still think Brad should cosplay her because he's tall, and that'd be funny.
A lot of people are. If you're gonna cosplay her, please don't do the stilts. Please do not do the stilts. You're gonna be T-Rex in that shit.
Please be 7 feet tall, just regular.
Yeah.
Stilts and a dress do not mix.
No, that just
out there.
Oh, okay. So vor, a Latin suffix related to eating. Vorophilia, a typically erotic desire or sexual fantasy to be consumed or to consume another.
Mm-hmm.
So now we get canceled, right?
That's borderline cannibalism.
That is cannibalism, but it's cannibalism, but with apparently being aroused. Oh, I'm eating this person, and I am aroused.
Even Bane is like, I'm confused by this.
I'm confused.
I see you have chosen to be weird.
I have the strangest boner right now.
My junk has crawled into my body.
Why is the last 10 minutes of this show usually crazy Bane?
No, it hasn't been like that. Not lately. This year, not lately, but last year that was a thing.
It's like a month of Bane.
I was your reckoning, but then I saw Resident Evil 8.
And
I have gone home.
How do you get this thing, Goku?
What?
Yeah, how do you get Resident Evil 8?
Yeah.
What do the audience have to do?
Actually,
how do I cheat the system?
So what we're going to do is, damn it, I don't even know how I'm going to give away the fucking game. I haven't even figured out how I'm going to
share.
So the individual that wins the game will get it the day of release. So the way it's going to work is we're going to buy it on Amazon and we're going to have it delivered to an Amazon locker in your location or the closest one to you. And you just got to go pick it up. I will literally screenshot the barcode or whatever you need, but don't go and steal my shit. Okay. I got shit there too.
That's not really a good sign.
Oh, Goku, thank you for the new PC monitor.
Yeah, so the person is sick. Can you give me that monitor?
Could be purchased and then just shipped to them instead.
Yeah,
of
you could.
I actually,
yeah.
a lot of people would. I think a lot of people would feel more comfortable if we didn't ship it directly to them.
Right.
I think a lot more
people to go to your private locker.
Right. No, it's not a private locker. It's it's
Amazon Hub.
It's an Amazon Hub.
Yeah.
Amazon Hub has them all over the country, and they're not exclusive to you. Only that locker is only exclusive to you when you have stuff in it. But once you pick up your shit, then anyone else can pick up their shit from it. They change the code every time.
Yeah.
So don't order things when you give this out then.
Well, I'm gonna order and have it delivered, but we're gonna so the con on the 7th of May, which is in exactly 3 weeks. So on the 30th, we'll announce a winner. The way this is gonna work is
2 weeks.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make we're gonna do a Resident Evil. I was thinking like TikTok competition.
No, not everybody has TikTok.
Yeah, not everybody has TikTok.
All right, tell you what. Why don't we just wait? Why don't we just make a post about it later? We'll just discuss after the show.
Yeah.
Right, because I didn't want to do a like and comment and then share this post. I didn't want to do that shit. That shit's so overdone.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do like
unsubscribe, thumbs down this video, affect our algorithm.
You know what? Show off your Resident Evil swag. Show it off and have a little sign that says Geeks 5 Ever and post it in the status update. And in 2 weeks, we'll give everybody a number. We'll give everybody a number and then we'll put it on a wheel, the wheel thing, and then we'll spin it and whoever it lands on, that's who gets the game.
A randomizer.
I like it. Mm-hmm. I like it. That's a good idea. I think that could work.
It's better than TikTok.
Yeah, if you like, later I'll post. We'll make a post about it. I'll just make a graphic about it.
Right, absolutely. And also, we're gonna do the same shit for Delta as well. Okay. For Delta, what we're gonna do is I want everybody to show off their cosplay, and we're not gonna. It's gonna be a
geekdom.
Show off your geekdom. Show off your collection. Show off your cosplay, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But just a picture of you with the sign that says Geeks 5 Ever Delta HCon. And then we'll give you a number and then we'll randomly select that. That way it's fair. So for those of you that don't know, we are giving away free badges to Delta HCon as well. The reason why we are going to give away free badges to Delta HCon because there's a lot of people that are financially unstable. Being that we have been in a pandemic, a lot of people have lost their jobs or have gone behind on bills because a lot of businesses have cut hours because a lot of businesses lost their their demand. Oh, I missed that part. I was like looking right at the camera or trying to. So we know a lot of people, people want to go to Delta, but they just simply can't afford to because, 20, 30, 40 bucks goes a long way.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much instant ramen noodles and kidney stones that can get you?
Wait, what?
You do? You get kidney stones from like the instant ramen noodles.
That's why I haven't eaten them in a while.
Well, you gotta eat a shit ton. You gotta eat a shit ton.
Get you at least 80 packs of ramen.
Yeah, you would have to eat like 80 packs of ramen in a week or some shit like that.
Oh.
I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know. It just depends on your body, I guess. But there are people that that want to go to the con but just can't because they just don't have the money. Especially people use their stimulus checks. Not everyone bought dumb shit with their stimulus checks.
Yeah,
some people saved their money.
Yeah, some used it for bills, payments. Some of them just save their money in general, like you said.
Yeah, and some people didn't even get it because they were behind on child support.
Or other circumstances, too.
Stimulate my bank account.
You get a letter from the IRS. We mailed out your stimulus check, but then you get a letter from the state. We got your money, and we gave it to your baby mama.
Damn. I guess it's still bad being a virgin, huh?
Shit. Well, there's nothing wrong with being a virgin, but not when you are. It's not wrong to be a virgin, but if that's your choice, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Like a virgin.
If you are a virgin and it's not by choice, like you don't want to be a virgin, but you're still a virgin.
Oh.
Okay, well,
yours is by choice.
It's because a lot of people. It's because a lot of people's like, oh, look at this version. They say that as they're dealing with, they have to pay child support to their baby mama, baby daddy.
I was gonna.
That state has standards. We can't judge that state for anything.
I was gonna say I feel called out and not called out at the same time. I'm confused.
You're gonna. Someone's gonna hit on you, and I was like, no, he's not good enough. I saw what he was not looking at Transformers.
Nice. He's poor.
He went to the blind grab bag section. You don't want him.
Yeah, he used Axe body spray as if it were shower in a can.
See, I can't do that. I can't.
Of course not. You got standards.
He sneezed into his hands. You don't want that. You want elbow sneezers.
I sneeze into my shirt.
That's fine too.
What are you, dab?
You dab sneeze. This is the easiest way.
I just do that. Yeah. I'm just like,
you look stylish.
That works too. Well, depends on how breathable the t-shirt.
Your hands right here. Your hands right here when you do that. By the way.
Yeah. Nice.
That was actually pretty good.
I give it a 6.
A 6.5.
Y'all are fucked up. That was at least a 7.5.
Higher standards, man. Higher standards. It was an adequate, solid perp. SJ, give us yours.
Well, I don't got one right now. But like some of my best girlfriends back home, they can actually rattle windows. So yeah, I'm trying to be as fair as I can, but I know what I've seen.
Oh. That just sounds fucked up.
But gotta give girls some props.
No, I mean, like with Delta, we're gonna do the competition pretty soon. But with Resident Evil, since that one's right around the corner, and that one's just to help, let's give away a game because other people are starting to fucking do it, and they don't have near the following that we do. So I think it's about time we gave something away. We did a cosplay contest last year. No, I did a cosplay contest.
I don't recall one last year.
Not last year.
A few years ago.
And it was a fucking disaster. I have never done an online. I've never done a cosplay contest, especially one that was online. So I had no fucking clue, and all I got was like criticism. I got criticism from an individual that actually won I added an extra category because their shit was so good, and I wanted to give them something. I added an extra category just so they could win, and they still bitched.
I didn't get best in show. Clearly, he only loves such and such.
Yeah, it was just like it was horrible. So I vowed that I would never do that shit again. Oh, look, it's our 5th co-host.
The 5th wheel.
What?
How is it every time I start talking shit, the doggy shows up?
Oh, I thought like just somebody else just hopped on the thing.
You thought, what'd you think that was?
We're about to go.
Like, what's that big white blur?
I didn't see him appear. This time I didn't see the dog appear. I saw the dog appear last time. I didn't see him appear this time.
It looks like bread from a distance.
It looks like a big old snowball, like the hostess snowball.
Look at this loaf right here.
Look at that big white Twinkie that Sonic just picked up.
Big ass Twinkie.
It's a big ass fucking Twinkie. Where'd you get that?
It's a white cherry flavored Twinkie.
Oh, I don't.
Remember when Twinkies were going to go out of business?
Yeah, then it came back and everybody looked stupid.
They said they went out of business.
Everyone looked dumb trying to flip the prices of them.
Yeah, I like how everyone fought for Twinkies and half of those people don't even eat fucking Twinkies.
Yeah, it's just how fake they are. Also, the same people who says, oh my god, I can't believe Dr. Seuss is getting canceled, even though they didn't read the 6 books that aren't going to be made anymore.
I want the racist one.
I don't know. I am kind of offended by green eggs and ham. Why the fuck is it green?
Why has it got to be ham? Why can't it be turkey?
Yeah, we need kosher food.
No. I'm just like, why the fuck is it green? How long did that sit outside?
Yeah, that's why he wanted to eat him, because he wanted him to try it out.
He's like, hey man, eat this. Tell me if it's any good.
And then he chases him and
then he dies. They don't show the panel where he dies though.
I think that fox might have been homeless. He just had like, hey, I got this out of the trash can. Want to try some?
Like nobody questioned the fucking fact that they were green. Like, why are they green?
Because maybe Dr. Seuss didn't have any colors, and he's like, yeah, there you go.
Like
good here.
Like, bruh, like how long did that expire?
It's green. Has that weird like metallic color when the light hits it at a certain angle. It's like, that's not good anymore, man.
Is that mold?
Who knows? Eat it in a box.
Why is it moving?
Eat it in a
boat.
Why
is it moving?
It fucking bit me.
Hey man, I tried to eat the green eggs and ham and it growled at me.
Is it sentient now? What the hell?
It's the thing.
Yeah, so
that ham's kind of sus.
It crawls like a worm.
So I ate the green eggs and ham and I died.
The end.
Yeah, I'm a ghost now. I'm a ghost, and because you fucking fed that shit to me, I'm gonna haunt your ass.
That's why they didn't make a sequel to him.
Would you haunt me in a box?
Or
would you haunt me with a fox? Will you haunt me here or there? Will you haunt me anywhere?
Yes.
Will you haunt me?
I'm spectrally tied to you now.
I'm locked to you for eternally, Sam. I am.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be a rhyme in there somewhere.
He's dead. Does it matter? I'm dead. I'm tired of rhyming.
That rhymes in hell.
Oh well.
I can just imagine my hell.
White people.
It's a room with a single TV, and they only have one channel. It just plays Friends all the time.
There's a time and a place.
I'll be there for you. Fuck. Hate that shit.
Right, you get to watch 10 years worth of
your day, your month, your week, or even
I've actually, believe it or not, I've never seen a full episode of Friends.
Either has Joey.
Neither have I.
I tried, like, every time I started an episode, I'd get halfway, or if I saw another episode, it'd always be like a like, I'd watch it for 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, you're right. Now I remember why I hate the show.
They would have less problems if they didn't live in New York. Imagine that show in Nebraska.
See, that would have made more sense though. If they lived in a small town, I could, this whole place just being, there's not a single person of color. I could, small town. I'll give you that. Maybe.
What about Seinfeld?
Seattle?
No,
Seattle's in New York.
Watch Seinfeld.
No, it was New York too. Seinfeld was in New York as well.
Yeah, the restaurant, the actual restaurant is in.
Yeah, but in Seinfeld, they were literally in only like 2 or 3 locations: the apartment, or their job,
or the restaurant,
or the streets of New York. Yeah, which there was just free recording.
Yeah. Didn't they have actual color people though? In Seinfeld,
because they recorded the streets of New York. They didn't want to get the whole thing blocked off. It's like, we'll just record here. Put a mic on him. He's fine.
For real, like I watch Friends. I'm like, man, they still got segregation in New York. What the fuck?
I'm telling you, the owner of that place was fucking racist.
Central Perk.
The fucking creator of the show was fucking racist.
Was he really? Were they really?
I don't know, but the actors have like come forward and said that there was something wrong with that show, considering the fact that they're in the most diverse city in the country, where it's literally 50, 55, 60% people of color, and there's like only 4 people of color in like 10 years throughout the entire show.
As far as shows go, what was their demographic they were trying to appeal to?
Teens.
It was like a 18 to 35 white female to male ratio. They were not trying to go for ethnicity at all. They didn't care about that.
Hey, that 70s show had Fez, okay? If any show could have got away with not having people of color, it was that show.
That was a Fox show, though. That was different.
They had Fez, and Fez, they made fun of. Fez didn't even speak English in the beginning. I have to go to the bathroom. Eric?
That's Handy Mandy, by the way.
That's Handy Mandy. You know what's fucked up is that he's actually from this country, and the one that plays Jackie's, he can speak full fucking English, but the girl that played Jackie's actually not from here. She's the foreigner, and she's the one that gives him shit in the show for being a foreigner.
She was also like 15 when she got the role.
14.
Yeah.
14. I thought it was
She's 14. Yeah, she lied to him. She's like, I'll be 18.
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually.
That's how time works.
Which is fucking ironic that she ended up with Ashton Kutcher in real life.
Yeah.
To catch a predator.
Oh, by the way, so just real quick, just to share with everybody, because I'm actually gonna in the podcast.
Good.
We are doing 5XL podcasts. We're gonna do one of people of color, cosplayer, nerds, gamers, geeks, just in general, just how like it's a. So a lot of people don't understand, but like a lot of people, especially in it's a cultural thing as well. Like a lot of cultures frown upon playing video games once you reach a certain age, or watching anime, or just being like, or not even that, not even a certain age. Like, yeah, like once you're like 13, you know, a lot of us were closet nerds. And especially if you were like in a rough area, you were in a very rough area, like you really were not open about being a nerd or being into Pokemon, because you would be bullied a lot, like unmercifully bullied. And like back then, nobody gave a shit for many reasons, but being the fucking fact that you were in the hood and you were less likely to get sympathetic, you were less likely to get sympathy from anybody else.
Wasn't that no offense, but wasn't that easy in the suburbs either? So
yeah, okay, but I mean, let me put it to you like this. I was in middle school, I was 12, and they rolled up the window curtain, and the first thing we saw outside was some guy getting tackled by a cop and arrested.
Oh, no. I'm busy.
Like, oh, this is middle school. This isn't high school. So an XL podcast.
It's basically
a lot being a nerd.
More than the 4 people. It's gonna be more than 4 people.
No. He was being arrested because he had a gun on him.
Well, that's different.
No, but I'm trying to say this is a fucking school in the hood. So when you are a person of color in the hood and you like anime, like Pokemon or Dragon Ball, it was frowned upon, and they would bully the shit out of you. They would actually beat the shit out of you sometimes.
Am I the only one who doesn't understand the correlation between the two stories you're trying to tell?
I was gonna say that's kind of like apples and oranges.
You're
pulling a Godzilla versus Kong. You're talking like two different. Yeah.
One was establishing
what you're talking about.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about what are you talking about as far as the shows go? Are you talking about like as far as like, you know, being a nerd and being in the hood?
Yours 2 stories. You had the
no one's talking about being a nerd in the hood,
and the other story was being beat up with a nerd. Those 2 stories, one, they don't really go together. But you are establishing the area that you're in with the police tackling.
Let me put it like this. In the school, a lot of people were in fucking gangs. It's like fucking. It's the best way to describe it is like fucking prison.
Hey, how about we save this for when the podcast do it, not just
right? Yeah, no, but I just wanted. I'm just sharing a little. Like so.
Yeah, no worries.
Everybody is in a fucking group, and a lot of the times it's based on your race. And if you don't act like everybody else, like if you don't like rap music or shit like that, and you like anime,
okay, no, I got that.
Right, but the whole arrested thing, I was just trying to give you a picture as to how bad it was. The school,
right.
The area.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, one was establishing the mentality of the area. The other was saying, if you like anime, you're a fucking outcast, and the excessiveness is a different level.
Right.
And I'm saying that is the same as in the suburbs, because that's what I went through too. It was the same thing. You had to act like your race, and if you liked anime, you're an outcast. So
join us for the XL podcast when we discuss.
Just do that. Let's just do this.
I'd rather have been in the suburbs, honestly.
It's pretty nice.
Let's end the show.
Yeah. Well, hold on. We're doing the like I said.
Wait. He's trying to get out of going to the gym.
Yeah, I really need to go, because if I don't finish before 2, I'm gonna have to wait in the fucking parking lot for an hour.
All right, then let's
wrap
it up.
All right, you know what? Yeah. All right, thanks for joining us, guys. Join us on Monday or tomorrow. I'll do a. Oh, fuck, am I gonna be able to tomorrow?
Are you?
Okay, join us on Monday. I don't think I'll be able to tomorrow. For Trash Talk panel. So the Trash Talk panel is gonna be a big one. It's gonna be it's gonna be using the hashtag freedom of speech, and we're gonna talk about freedom of speech. So hopefully, I don't know if Ken's gonna be coming back anytime soon. But we'll see. All right, guys. We'll see everybody on Monday. Make sure if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the notification button on YouTube to be notified. And we'll be back next Friday as well. There is no podcast on Wednesday, but I think there will be one on Tuesday. All right, guys. Peace.